So you know how a lot of people, especially around the New Year's, a lot of people set goals for the year. They're like, you know, in 2025, I am going to lose 50 pounds. In 2025, I am going to gain 10,000 followers on TikTok. We set these standards for a 1-year mark. I give myself 1 year to do these things. And then whenever the next New Year's come around, we're always discouraged and sad about the fact that we didn't end up getting done what we thought we was gonna get done. This isn't even just with New Year's. I feel like this can literally be with anything in life. We look at things so minuscule and so small compared to how large life actually is, and honestly how long life is. But that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. I want to talk to you guys about how setting a time frame for something is still another way of limiting yourself, and I want to discuss why it is and how we can change that. And yes, babes, so let's get it motherfucking popping. Hello, I'm Fatima Ziwan and welcome back to my channel. First, I want to play a movie for you guys. It's Despicable Me 4. All of what we're skipping through. And we're done. Period. That's the movie for y'all. Setting a time period can be good and can be useful in certain moments, but when you're doing it for every aspect of your life and it's like, I'm going to reach 5,000 followers by the end of the year, when the new year comes around and you don't have the 5,000 followers, that's when you start to feel anxiety or fear or disappointment for the goal that you set for yourself. And the thing is, you can get 5,000 followers in a year, and you can get 5,000 followers in 4 months, and then you can get 5,000 followers in the span of 10 years. Everybody's life and everybody's journey is different. The movie, for example, you skipped the whole thing. Like, you didn't even get to enjoy the good and the bad that came with Despicable Me 4. Just like, well, what was that? Like, what even happened? What was the storyline? When you try to set goals in such a short amount of time, you're trying to skip the whole movie. Like, I need to know beginning, middle, and end of the story. It's great to have big dreams. It's great to have big goals, but we're too busy dreaming it and not living it. We're too busy looking at other people's stories and not appreciating our own. Like, we're on NPC mode in our own story. You can't skip your story. Don't put a time limit on things because you feel like a failure or anxious whenever you don't get the thing that you wanted done in the time period that you wanted it done. Further affirming to yourself that you're not capable of getting those things done, even though you didn't give yourself the opportunity to get better at it with the needed time that the universe wants for you, not the time that your ego set for yourself. There was a time period in our life where people were already achieving great things before we were even aware of what achieving anything was. You know what I mean? Like, at one point, we were entering kindergarten, babe. We were in recess at 5th grade at one point, not having a clue in the world about what was out there and what was waiting for us. So we have lived in a moment where you can just exist and not be so worried about, I need $1 million, I need a fucking big house, I need to get married and have kids. Like, just setting just a whole life in a span of a year. It's like your whole life is in just 1 year. Not realistic, doesn't happen for anybody. I want to give you guys an example of people that had to work very, very hard before the world saw them or before the world saw their talents. My first example is Steve Jobs. I have to give credit to where credit's due. Our entire reality for everybody all around the world changed because of this man, Steve Jobs. So in 1976, Steve Jobs co-founded Apple. But it wasn't until the late 90s, early 2000s, after Steve Jobs had already learned valuable lessons, that he truly renovated technology and created what we know as Apple. His journey was full of failures, reinvention, and learning. Another example, Jeff Bezos. So Jeff Bezos started Amazon in 1994, but it wasn't until the early 2000s, 2003, that Amazon started to become a little bit more poppin'. And even though Amazon was starting to pop in 2003, it didn't become truly poppin' and a big e-commerce success until much later on. And other examples can be Vera Wang, Oprah, even the artists that we know. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion started back in 2016, 2015, but it didn't take 2016 to 2017 to become from this big global success. I mean, she did have success, but you respect people over the years that they pursue into their art and into their talent. Rome wasn't built in a day. So I'm gonna give you 6 helpful ways to stop yourself from limiting your entire life to a year. Even if you give yourself 5 years, stop putting a time period on things, stop putting a limit on things, on anything that you're doing in life. I'm gonna give you guys 6 ways to stop doing that. Number 1, stop trying to live your life trying to recreate somebody else's story. You can admire somebody, but you can't be them. You can't become that person. So stop looking at other people's stories and trying to copy the exact same life as them. I'm trying to blow up like this person. Just trying to copy everybody to a fucking T because you're trying to have the same life and the same experiences that they have been blessed with. That isn't your story, so cut the fucking bullshit already. And the honest truth is, the more you do that shit, the more you're taking away from your own story. Like I showed with the Despicable Me movie, you're literally just skipping to the end of your shit. You're not even enjoying the shit that makes you you. I just saw this quote online, really liked it. It said, your mess is your message. Number 2, start being grateful for your life because somebody out there in the world would literally die to be in your shoes. There are people going through, 50 million times worse than what we're going through. The illusion of success and the illusion of privilege is very, like I said, it's an illusion. It really depends on whose shoes are you in. Because if you're a homeless man that's starving, you would kill just to have a warm meal and a family, just to have a home. But then there's somebody out there that they can have a meal, but they would kill to have more than a budget every month on their groceries. You know what I mean? There's literally levels to this shit. Once you start to be grateful on the things that you have, just appreciate that. It can be as small as your health. Whenever you get sick, you really miss you being healthy. Having all 10 toes, all 10 fingers, there's just so much to be grateful for. The feeling of gratitude is very high on the vibration. We're all vibrating at a certain frequency. So you can be vibrating at a high frequency or you can be vibrating at a low frequency. Gratitude, it's very high up on the frequency list. So be grateful for the position that you're in today, right now, in this very moment. Number 3, get out of the consumer loop. They got us, babe. They got us, babe. At the end of the day, Instagram, YouTube, Google, all of these platforms profit off of selling to us, or else they wouldn't be around. Why would Instagram be around if we don't pay monthly for that? We're paying to buy stuff online. We're paying to be sold an idea for something. For example, wait, I really fuck with that tracksuit set. Where did she buy that from? You're gonna go online, $50, but everybody's wearing it. I think I would look sexy with it though. Fuck it, I'm gonna treat myself to it. You're gonna make an excuse to buy it. You're gonna buy it. But then there's gonna be maybe later down the line, 6 months from now, it's gonna be outdated. Like, ooh, I remember that tracksuit set, but that's so old. Guess what's in? There's gonna be something new. It could be literally small, stupid gadgets. You know how many fucking random stupid shit I be seeing on the TikTok shop that people be trying to sell? And I'm not trying to hate at all because at the end of the day, get your money, get your hustle up. But don't be the fool that's buying all of this shit because you think that you need more to do more. That's where they got you. You don't need more to do more. Remember, I told you that. Number 4, virtual reality versus reality. Go touch some fucking grass, babe. Like, honestly, let the sun hit your skin, babe. Go fucking say hi to a stranger at the coffee shop, babe. Be in real life. At the end of the day, I get that we all have an image to maintain online or whatever the fuck fake bullshit that everybody be on online. I get that at the end of the day, it's fun, it's entertainment, it's cute, and also FOMO, you don't want to miss out on what's going on online. I get it. But there comes a moment where you need to get the fuck off the phone and go out and touch some grass. At one point in 2020, I had no phone. I really wasn't keeping up with the trends. At that time period in my life, it was peaceful. It felt like when you were a kid, like when time just slows down, like you're not in such a rush to get somewhere. Cause it's like, where am I even rushing to get to? When you're too online, honestly, there comes a point where you start to get depressed and anxious. And I truly believe so. And there's literally scientific studies on the damages of social media, how that shit is going to fuck with our heads on the long term. And we are the generation of social media, so we don't even know truly how much this shit is affecting us. But all I know is there's a virtual reality and there's a real reality. Go touch some fucking grass. Go make some real life friends. You don't have to admire pixel characters on a phone. That's not real life. Like, I understand that I'm a real person, but at the end of the day, you're not in the room with me. You're watching me through a phone, through a pixel screen. You're not in real life. Don't ever get them too confused. At the end of the day, if you want to go be around your friend, go invite them for a walk. Go walk a trail. Go have a cup of coffee. But do this in real life because it truly shows you what a fucking illusion social media and the phone is. I've never watched a movie and the main character is sitting on their fucking phone on the couch like a fucking couch potato and doom scrolling on TikTok. I ain't never seen a movie like that. Like, please give me a movie. Please name me a character that just doom scrolls. And that brings me to number 5. Romanticize your life. Love the life you live. Love your morning routine. Love your night routine. Love the routines that you set for yourself, the books that you read, the music that you listen to. Just truly make it feel like, wow, I am a main character. The line that I'm getting in my head is that one song, baby, you are the star of the show still. Like, it's the truth. Baby, you are the star of the show still, babe. As long as you're in the now, you're the star of your show because this is your life. We're all living in it. Romanticize it and be in the present moment. And I feel like that's gonna be together. Romanticize your life and be in the present moment. You're only getting older, babe. Time is just gonna keep on moving. So it's all about the intentions that you set for yourself every single day. And number 6, stop putting a timeline on things. Enjoy every second of your life. Your job is to only figure out what you love to do and do that every single day. You don't need to worry about how fast it's coming or if you're on the right track, or you don't need to worry about all that. All you need to worry about is showing up as the person that you want to be and showing up for the things that you love to do. That's all that needs to matter to you. It's just showing up and being. Enjoy all of it and don't worry too much on the details of things. Just enjoy the movie. At the end of the day, you don't sit here and nitpick a movie. The goods, the bads, movies have everything. That's what keeps the plot interesting. With Steve Jobs, for example, he didn't just make this shit happen in the 1970s, y'all. That shit took about 20 to 30 years and it's still getting bigger. Like, iPhones are still being created. I mean, he did a whole domino effect on life, and that's kind of yourself too. You don't know the impact that you're going to have on somebody else in the future. You don't know the ripple effect that you doing what you need to do will have on somebody else's life. Just enjoy the journey, babe. Enjoy the movie. Enjoy your movie. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. If you guys love content like that, please like, follow, and share this video to anybody that might need it. Period, babe. Keep up with me on my socials. I'm Notorious Fatty on Instagram and TikTok. I post every single Thursday. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Peace and love.